Hi there, everyone. It's Gloria with Glory Be Resale, and I'm here to do a what sold last week. That was over New Year's week from December 30th to January 5th. And the first thing to sell over on eBay was this Sightseeing Smoky Mountains region pamphlet. And this was 1950s, 1960s. And it sold for $11.87. Cost to me on this, let's say 50 cents tops. Again, I buy these things by the pile, and it's been a while. I've had this for a long time, but I definitely didn't pay much for it. Next item to sell. This was in a recent haul video. This was a vintage brass moose napkin holder, a meal holder from the Loyal Order Moose Lodge. And this again was something that has been sitting. I've been trying to go through things that I bought over the summer at yard sales and thrift stores. So this was one of those things I pulled from a box. It was $3 and it sold for $39 and fairly quickly. I think this has only been up a couple weeks. It wasn't very long. Next item was this vintage LL Bean slant pocket chamois cloth vintage shirt, and this sold for $39. And the cost to me on it was $6.49. And it's these slant pockets are what's attractive with these vintage. I mean, you can sell the other vintage, but the slant pockets were always very popular. Next item was this set of, let's see, sour cream jars. These are vintage. Sour cream used to come in them, and then you could save them and use them as glasses. And this set sold. These were another thing. I had two sets. You'll see the other one also in this video. I'm not sure if they were in the recent haul video or not. I think they were. But these are something that have been sitting in the bag that I bought them in since the summer. So I grabbed these. I've been trying to grab a little at a time and get them listed. And I put these up, and I think it was December 18th they've been listed, so only a couple of weeks. And these sold for the full asking price of $49 and fairly quickly. And if you're watching, Dan, it was $49, not $69. And the next item was this DKNY belt, and this I bought for $4 and I sold it for $28. Next item to sell was this large bunch of stone grapes, marble. I don't know if they were real marble or not, or just stone to look like marble, but anyway, these sold for the full asking price of $229. And the cost to me on these was $18. So that was a nice sale. Next item was this mid-century planter, two-handle planter, which this one I took an offer because I really just wanted to get rid of it. I had 3 of these originally. I sold 2 of them over on Cherish for around $180. So they were pretty good price. This one, they sent an offer of $40, and I just wanted to get rid of it. I didn't want to counter offer it because I did want to just get rid of it. And again, I bought at an auction a while back, and I forget what I paid at the auction. I'm going to say I spent maybe between $60-$70, and 30 of that was for a bird bath for my yard, and the rest was a bunch of brass planters. So I've more than made my money back, and I still have more that I could sell. So I was happy with getting the $40 on that. Next item to sell was this pure hand knit teal sweater cardigan, and this I ended up taking an offer of $27, and the cost to me was $5.99. Next item was this new with tags National Geographic shawl collar sweater, and this I took an offer of, I think I went back and forth. I think he offered 25. I counted at 30, and he accepted. So $30, and the cost to me on it was $6.49. Next item was this Draper Damon vintage um, velvet beaded jacket, and this sold for $29. I believe this one was going overseas, and the cost to me on it was 50 cents. Next item was this Peruvian Connection multicolor floral print skirt, and this one I sent out an offer of $36, and they accepted. The cost to me on it was $4.99. Next item was this Life is Good women's classic fit long sleeve shirt, and this I took an offer of $20, and the cost to me was $3. Next item was this We the Free off the shoulders top that I have had way too long. I'm going to say over 2 years. And this, I took an offer of $15. The cost to me on it was $4.99. So, not a great sale. Happy to see it gone. Next item was this J. Crew charcoal um, gray sweater, merino wool with the ruffle side. And this also I've had for a couple of years, and this sold for $23, and the cost to me on it was $5.49. Next item to sell was this Loft Plus jumpsuit. This sold for $25, and the cost to me on it was $3.25. Next item was this London Fog fleece. This was the 80s or 90s. Here's the tag on it. That's a pretty old tag. I'm thinking this is probably 80s. And this sold for $35, and the cost to me on it was $5.99. Next item to sell was this St. John's black leather belt. This one I took an offer of $41. It was probably an automatic offer. And the cost to me on it was $2.99. Next item to sell was this Timberlia hot pink wool sweater. And this sold for $35. And the cost to me on it was $6.49. Next item to sell was this Anvil Poison t-shirt, and this sold for $17. The cost to me on it was $4.99. Again, not a great sale, but had it long enough I wanted to get rid of it. Next item to sell was this set of 7 draw pulls, and these sold for $27. The cost to me on them were, I don't know, about $2. This was part of a large lot of draw pulls I had bought a while back. Next item to sell was this Calvin Klein, kind of a burgundy purpley cowl neck sweater. This sold for $20, and the cost to me on it was, let's see, Calvin Klein, $4.99. Next item to sell, and we're now over on Mercari, was this women's Free People wool blend knit sweater, and this sold for $22. And the cost to me on this was $3. Next item was this vintage lot of 6 wood tulips. This was in a box that I had bought at a yard sale last summer. I think I paid $4 for the whole box. This is the second set that I've sold, and I sold these for $45. The cost to me on them was 90 cents. Next item to sell was this Abercrombie and Fitch white Henley with the blue moose logo. This sold for $29, and the cost to me on it was 60 cents. You saw I bought a whole bunch of these, so that was a great deal because they do sell. Not for a ton, but I only paid 60 cents a shirt, so they have sold the majority between 20 to 25, some a little less, some a little more. Next item over on Etsy, and I didn't sell much on Etsy last week, but again, it was New Year's, and I don't think I really listed much of anything either, but I sold a couple things, and they were decent. I sold this penguin, which I've had for a long time. I've had this since I lived in Boston, and the cost to me on this was $9.99, and I sold it for $78. The next item was the other set of those glasses that I just listed, and these sold for $49. And I guess a lot of these I didn't realize. I just learned this when I was listing these, that they kind of refer to these jelly glasses or glasses that other things came in as swanky swigs. So these were a set of 6 swanky swigs with yellow tulips, and these sold for $49. So both of those pretty quickly sold for something that's been sitting in a bag for the last 5 months, or 6 months. I put them both up and quickly made $100 back on what I was about a little less than $20 worth of glasses. So that's everything that's sold. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you wouldn't mind giving me a like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. You have a wonderful week. I hope your sales are great. And Happy New Year to everyone. Bye.